You are listening to an Atomic Broadcasting production, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation. And remember, do your part, such as like, comment, rate, and don't forget to tell a friend to tune in for an Atomic Time.
Now, where did we leave off? Ah, yes. Deep within the winter woods, our heroes fought Liko, the Witch of Woodhurst, while Val dragged the laughing body from the witch's closet toward the fighting.
This weekend, me and my wife were on the couch, and we were watching Gels Marbles.
Oh, I love that.
And we were getting caught up. Go Balls of Chaos and Savage Speeders. I love you both.
I'm Savage Speeders. Let's go.
Woo. And we were having fun with it. And then it recommended a different kind of tournament. And it's something I'm curious if any of you ever heard of Armored MMA?
No.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you would.
Wait.
I think is this
Maybe.
where people get in suits of armor and fight?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes, I have heard of
the
this.
thumbnail that popped up were two guys in full armor with long swords in an MMA ring.
Mm-hmm.
And Olivia and I watched this, and it was great. And then when we started watching more, my favorite so far has been them with long axes. Those are great.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what I love about this, full armor. They're doing real weapons, not blunted to an extent, rules and such. But like, it's really fun to watch, and and also I don't know a lot about medieval fighting, but like, it feels like that's probably more of what it's like, where it's like shield and sword, and they're just kind of punching on each other.
Yeah.
And it's really great. What I love about it so far, unless there's other stuff going on, they all seem like they just really love it. And like they're always like hugging each other and just having a really good time and sharing drinks and such. And that's what really makes it for me. It's a fun sport. It's kind of crazy. One dude jumped on the wall and did the people's elbow onto a guy in full armor, and it didn't work out for him very well. But he did win the match. But they did headbutts. This woman headbutted another woman into unconsciousness.
That sounds painful.
But the first match I watched were two guys. They were having a really good time fighting, and at the last 10 seconds, they did a little kneel and dropped their weapons and just started wailing on each other. It's so much fun because they have like this concussive foam in their armor, so they don't get as beat up. But sometimes you'll see them bruised up. So it's like it's not a bloody sport. Obviously, accidents can happen, especially when you have open grills and long weapons. But they use all sorts of different weapons, so you see all the different like fighting styles that they have and changes. When they did the long pole axes, this one guy was just really good at just bonking the other on the head with the axe, and it was so fun to watch. It was a great time.
Yeah.
It's fun.
The M in it now stands for medieval, not mixed.
One of my college roommates husbands actually does this.
This
so
exact
cool.
And
thing?
she
I know he does,
not
he
the
does like some fighting.
not like I don't think it's the exact, but he does do this.
Yeah.
And like and I'm like, what are those hospital bills like? And she's like, it's insane. And I'm like, yeah, it sounds like it. But he's had joints dislocated so many times, and like he has like scars now all over him because of it. But yeah, it's intense.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I haven't.
You're fighting with
I
a
haven't
weapon.
seen anyone get really injured in it, but at least in the ones I've watched. But it's really nice, as opposed to things like actual tuning into some MMA or UFC or whatever, where they're like bloodying each other to a pulp. It's nice to see that not to that extent in violence. It's nice.
There's armored MMA, which is what you've been talking about. Then there's also, and I forget the name of it, but essentially,
There's one with like an H.
it's
HMMA.
Again, I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's essentially a worldwide league, armored league, where you have your teams. So each country has a team. So there's a USA team, and there's armored group fights.
Oh.
But that's also really fun to watch too, because then you can see like 20 on 20, 10 on 10, 50 versus 50 groups of just armored guys brawling. And there are rules. Don't get me.
Yeah.
Don't anybody get the wrong idea. There are rules. If a guy goes down, so basically, if they lose their footing and they go down, they're out of the fight.
That's fair.
In that league, anyway.
Not when they get 10 seconds to wail on the dude who fell.
Yeah. There's no. As soon as they're down, as soon as their knee goes down, they're out.
If they do like an anime
And that's the
sword
goal.
catch, does somebody else get back in? Like in dodgeball?
No, there's no
hatchet.
medics. There's no. It's who can get the other team on the ground the fastest, but with full armored weapons. So
It's,
Yeah,
So I was just going to say, I literally never heard about this at all until like 3 weeks ago, where I randomly got an ad for it. And I
Oh,
was
really?
like, whoa.
well,
I didn't
popped
know
up
it.
in my feed.
Yeah, I didn't know it existed either until she was telling me about it, and I was like, "That sounds so intense."
They do stuff at the Mother's Brewery in town.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know, this is kind of just
I
like
didn't either.
one step, like kind of a diagonal step from LARPing.
Yeah.
I mean, like
It is. Yeah.
it's basically LARPing, but
yeah.
removing the safety and or magical effects.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for those of you that live in the Springfield area long enough, do you guys remember the group that used to meet in the park off of National? There used to be a group that met and dressed up in full armor and used to fight
What was their name?
in the park. I don't remember. I
Is-
remember watching them.
Is that
As I passed
why
them.
there was just so like oh, goodness, it's been forever since I've seen them, but like when I like 2 moves ago, whenever driving home from work, my wife would randomly see this dude in a full suit of armor just walking down the street or the sidewalk, and it was a cryptid. I don't know who this person is. I love this person, but I
cryptid.
haven't seen them in forever.
that was just Greg.
Possibly, it could have
does
been
that.
somebody who was in that
It's
group.
cool seeing them, like, after 2 minutes, they're just like, ugh.
Exhausted.
And then they take
It's
a
like,
2-minute
just
break.
go
and then they
down.
It's crazy. It was all pretty standard. Then I saw that dude start doing, like, rolls and jumping on the wall and such. I'm like, oh. And he was fighting a Templar who was, like, he kneeled and had, like, holy music playing a lot.
That's hilarious.
But he was playing defensively, and it was not working against this guy. This guy was like a performer and like the guy who owns the place.
It's like Templar
He's very
meets
good at
Templar meets WWE medieval night.
yeah, a guy who feels comfortable enough to jump up on the wall, bounce off it, and throw an elbow at you.
It's like WWE for, I want to say geeks, because nerds, I mean,
But
we've had that conversation.
I probably wouldn't have been enjoying it as much if it wasn't just clear how much these guys just love each other and love what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, there you go. That's what I need. If they were all like actual wrestling or WWE or
MMA.
boxing and stuff,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
their attitudes that are there, I would not be interested.
It's like watching competitive TV shows, and every now and again you'll find one where it's like, oh, they're not competing at all. They're just having a good time, and the fact that this is a competition is doing nothing against the sportsmanship, and it's great. But then every other one is horrendous.
I would have said that about curling until recently. Darn Canadians.
What?
A Canadian cheated at curling.
Yeah, the Canadians were very unsportsmanlike and very sucky, and they cheated on
Wow.
curling. So
Canada.
curling got some drama this year, which is very out of the norm.
I was about to say, out of all the Winter Olympics, curling.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada.
Hey.
But
Let's
anyway.
be nice to our Canadian listeners.
No,
It's not their fault.
Yeah.
it's not their fault that they're Canadian.
Whoa.
Whoa.
In all fairness, it's not our fault for being American.
Be nice to our neighbors.
It's literally like, yeah, it's not our fault that we're American. It just happened to be where we were born.
You know, I don't know how to segue from any of this, so we're just going to get started. Where we left off at the end of the last episode, chaos. Go.
So that was the segue.
The witch was trying to get out of the house. Y'all stopped her. She raised a few skins full of thread to attack you and stab Neros. And meanwhile, outside, Val is dragging this corpse up to the house when it starts coughing and mentions that it didn't recognize her at first because she was different from how he had described her father as looking for her. Val, comments.
Well, Jordan, I think what we're looking at here.
Not sports
okay.
commentator.
Take it away, Sam.
Val's is looking a little shocked. She's like, what do you mean? Who do you think I am?
You're Hertha, aren't you?
Sorry?
You're Hertha, aren't you?
Oh, sorry, there's a knife in your throat.
I know, it's making it hard to talk.
Yeah, why are you not... What is going on with you right now?
Well, I'm just kind of hanging around, being dragged around by somebody,
Yeah, you were acting really evil, and I put that knife back in you, and now you say you know who I am. How did you... You said you knew my friend? Who are you?
Your worst nightmare.
What does that mean?
I think we're out of time.
No.
Since we're an
I'm
initiative.
gonna roll. Can I roll to identify this guy?
What would you like to roll?
Oh, is he just a dude or is he like a thing? I don't-
just a dude?
I mean, on
Bone
the
lore.
initiative tracker, it says Eldritch Corpse.
Oh,
That
so
says
can I roll
Elvish.
religion?
Elvish.
For,
Elvish, I
Elvish
If it
can't
was
read it.
Eldritch,
You-
that
I
would
can't
be a
read it from here.
much different
you
story.
use religion for undead. If he's a corpse, can I use religion?
Go ahead and roll
Crazy.
religion.
From here, it looks like it says Eldritch. I need new glasses.
It's okay. I can barely see it, and I'm right next to it.
Okay. Makes me feel a little better.
39.
You are 100% confident that the body itself is dead and is being used as a vessel for whatever is in it.
Oh, are you possessing this man?
I possess whatever I want.
Oh. Well, now I think the time's up.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Zephyr.
I'll talk to you later.
So the biggest question is, does this bear have a reactive strike? Because I don't want to touch anybody except for the throat of that witch. And I could definitely get there. So, Zephyr, in this state actually is more of a Zephyr than anything, is just, I guess, going to skirt around the Lynx and Neros to potentially get on the opposite side of the hag, standing on the windowsill, about to do one of those WWE, elbow check right into her face.
With a knitting needle?
Well,
Strapped to his elbow.
He's got the steel knitting needle.
From the top row.
and is going to cast a spell that I need a fortitude check.
Aha. A 33.
And what is that, a success? So that means I'm going to roll something.
Yeah, if it's basic, they'll still take half damage on a success.
Okay.
So you're just casting a spell, you're not using spell strike?
Right.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to hold the suspense until I roll to actually tell you what it is, though.
Ooh.
So, she sees Zephyr, formerly, somewhat.
What?
In this state, I want to say he's more of a Zephyr than he is a Zephyr at this point. But he just dashes around her and then does one of those Bruce Lee 1-inch punches, hits her with torturous trauma for a whole whopping 8 points of damage.
I'm tortured.
It was supposed to be more impactful, but and that unfortunately ends my turn.
Here comes the bear.
Well, now that Zephyr has moved, the bear has 2 targets that it could go after.
Oh, word.
Bring it on, bear.
No.
You ain't got nothing on me.
Jenkins, do you want evens or odds?
Let's go evens.
So if I roll an even, we're going after Albert.
Let's go.
The bear doesn't have anyone next to him.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, darn it.
So the bear is going to just do a little sidestep over up to Uwe.
No, it doesn't.
Coward.
Well, actually, yes, it does, but it doesn't matter because I activate Zephyr Slip.
Ooh, what is that?
Zephyr?
I'm sorry.
A
I've changed
creature
mine.
enters a space within 5 feet of you, which the bear did. An arresting breeze sweeps you up in an instant and moves me to safety. I fly 15 feet directly away from the triggering creature.
Dang.
Whoosh.
We blocking this window.
He's up on the kitchen counter now.
Put me away from on the other side of the witch if I can. Can I not?
No, you got to go directly away from the
okay.
creature. So technically, you could only go here, but I'll let you squeeze into the corner.
Thank you.
Now you're squeezing and have a lower AC.
Well, I guess the bear is going to use its second action to.
That's right. You run, coward.
You are pinned against
What
that
a
wall
corner
there.
right now. Uver and Zephyr up against the wall. The witch and the bear right there.
Just to describe this for the audience, everybody is now crammed into the corner of the cabin up against the window. So in a row, we have Zephyr, the witch, Neros, then the lynx. And then next to them in a row, we have Uver and the bear.
Don't
So-
forget, Alward is in a diagonal between the lynx and the wolf.
Yes.
So,
I'm sure you all have a clear picture of
And
this.
Val's outside with a corpse.
Bear veer.
wait, does that mean both Alward, the lynx, Neros, and the witch are all off guard?
Two
Yes.
specific targets, yes. So Neros is off guard to the lynx and the witch.
This is
and
why
Alward is off guard to the lynx and the wolf.
you should
And the
never
witch
do the
is off guard to
cha-cha
Zephyr
in
and Neros.
Pathfinder.
Yes.
Almost everyone is off guard right now.
Except Uver
And the bear.
In Zephyr.
and the bear. And Zephyr.
All right, so then the bear is going to take up one of his forepaws and just slam it into Uver and trying to pin him against the wall.
Well, that's not nice.
With a whopping 27.
I'm actually not sure that does anything.
Don't worry, it's not a real
It doesn't.
So he just slams into the wall next to Uver.
Sven's luck paying off again.
Uver, it's your turn.
Cool.
I wonder if
Pin
it
him
has-
back.
I wonder if it has a reactive strike.
Slap him back.
I'm going to make an attack roll. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Bonk the bear.
No, the witch.
Oh, bonk the witch.
Bonk the witch!
Are you casting a spell or?
Yes.
I was hoping you were just going to bonk her with your staff.
No, I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? No, I'm going to cast Blinding Foam.
Oh,
Oh, how nice of Jordan not to give this thing a reactive strike. That would be very scary.
It's okay. I can conceal it, in which case I don't have to.
well, you would have to spend an extra action to do that, though.
Yeah. It's not like I'm going anywhere.
You got a window. You could slip by me.
I don't think I can. Oh, I can go out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to.
If you really
If I really
do that.
wanted to.
Out the window.
Blinding foam. See ya.
Pocket hand.
Pocket foam.
Pocket foam.
Sven is turning in one of his hero point.
I want this to work.
What was your original roll?
2. 32.
You got it.
Excellent.
So what happens to my witch? My poor, poor witch.
Your poor, poor witch. I spray a colorful, caustic foam into the target's eyes, which clings to their face. I made a spell attack roll, and I hit. If I hit, I deal 5d10 acid damage and 1d6 persistent acid damage, and the target is blinded for the duration.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're casting this at level 5, right?
Yes.
Or rank 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so this spell has the incapacitation trait, which normally would mean that she just ignores being blinded unless you critically succeed on that spell attack roll. I am not a fan of how incapacitation works in this game because it's either it's swingy. It's either why would I want to incapacitate them? I'll just kill them, or it just doesn't work on bosses. So what we'll do here, instead of just saying she ignores the blinding, we'll have her go ahead and make a fortitude save. So since she's benefiting from incapacitation, instead of just saying she doesn't blind, I'll have her make a fortitude save to see if she's blind or not. Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Okay, let's do that. All right. And that is a 26.
That's a fail. DC 31.
Okay, so she will be blinded then. And then as with normal with the spell, then she can get rid of it by wiping the foam off with 3 interact actions.
Yep.
Okay.
So I need 5. Well, yes, 5d10.
Basically, it makes her waste her next turn on just getting the foam off if that's what she wants to do.
Technically, you can split up the actions so she could
You
do other
shush.
things.
No.
But she can't see, so I don't know what else she could really do.
Doesn't blindness just give you like a -4?
5d10. So she'll know vaguely what direction people are in. She can remember where they were standing, but she can't accurately target them. So, like, it gives her a 50-50 miss chance if she tries to do something to someone.
32 acid damage.
Nice. How's she looking?
She was already bloodied.
Oh,
Val walks in. Don't kill her. We have to ask her questions. Uver throws acid on her face.
Too late. And when do we do the 1d6 persistent?
End of her turn.
At the end of her turn. And I've put that in the system so it'll automatically remind me at the end of her turn.
oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at. I can tank it. I can tank a bear, maybe.
He has a lot of health.
I am the tanky wizard. I may regret it. We'll see.
Huh.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to figure out what she's going to do now because it's her turn.
She's gonna waste her entire turn wiping the foam off.
She does a manipulate action, which means Zephyr can stab her.
It's an interact action, which has the manipulate trait.
yeah.
So if she wipes the foam, then Zephyr can just stab her. And I think she knows that.
Do you think,
she knows that.
She
He
watched
did
me
use her
basically unravel the wolf. Or
Yeah,
the lynx or
she
whatever.
saw the wolf get unraveled.
So she's going to turn then and kind of just like blindly reach out towards Zephyr, like grabbing at him. So I'm going to do this as an attack roll with a 50-50 miss chance. So if she hits, then she'll have like grabbed onto his arm or his clothes or something.
What's the purpose of that?
Secrets.
We'll find out.
I said I was dashing. She just wants to get a
She's
piece of
his
this.
mother, and she wants to be carried.
Petite,
Ew.
do you want low or high?
Ooh, right in the middle, directly. She has to roll a 50.
Is over 50 good or under 50 good?
Good for Zephyr. or
lower.
Good for her?
Okay, so if she rolls under 50, then she will miss you.
Yeah.
No, 50 or under, she'll miss you. 51 or up, she'll hit you.
Yeah.
I got a 13. So she just kind of swings over in your general area.
Can I slap her hand?
We can play slap hands.
That might negate. That might
Do you want
negate.
to?
No.
She didn't know where you were at then.
I just want to be the
Gives her a hat.
Hit her with the knitting needle.
So she swipes out at Zephyr, doesn't quite make contact with him, but she nevertheless reaches down and swipes up with her hand again, and a bunch of threads start coming up through the floorboards, and they're like trying to wrap around Zephyr. So she's going to roll her mischance again to see if she just guesses wrong where you're standing.
I hate this.
Why?
I just do.
So low is good. 86.
She gets you.
We said low was good, Jordy. Low was good.
So the threads begin to wrap themselves around Zephyr. Zephyr, I'm going to need you to make a fortitude save.
can be done. Give me a moment to look
You
up what that
got
number
this,
is.
bro.
However, before you do that, I will point out that gesturing down and reaching up, this has the manipulate trait.
Pop her in the nose.
You are allowed to make a reactive strike.
Punch her in the face with a knitting
Stab
needle.
her in the face with a knitting needle, man.
I mean, do I want to?
If you critically succeed, you would interrupt the action.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, just crit.
So that's 3, 8, 38 to hit.
38 against her off-guard AC is a regular hit.
Oh, well, I mean, you know. 11. Yes.
Okay. So she takes the 11 damage. She is not looking good. She's got acid sizzling away on her face, but she is able to manage to conjure those threads up through the floorboards, and they start wrapping around Zephyr like a cocoon.
Ooh. I'm probably going to touch me. 23 fortitude.
23.
Wait, can I re-roll that? I can because I didn't.
You
Hold
can
on.
do it.
He's using a hero point.
I am using a hero point, and I'm going to re-roll because I rolled a 3.
Such
Oof.
heroic nonsense.
It's not much better, but a lot than it was. So that would be 31.
A 31. That is going to be a regular fail. I will let you know, just for the fun of things, if you'd kept your original, that would have been a crit fail.
I figured.
Woo.
So these threads wrap up around Zephyr and like just completely obscure him. You guys can see nothing of Zephyr. And then the threads begin to like contract smaller and smaller.
You put on the ring.
And wow. I made a roll table for this.
You made one.
When the threads like they get smaller and smaller and then they just kind of collapse, and where Zephyr was standing is now a raven, as you've been affected by cursed metamorphosis.
Another raven for the party.
Whoa!
Wait,
So the way that this works, you have the form of a raven, but you have your mind.
I don't like that.
I mean, it still doesn't take away my want to kill this lady, but
Can she
Peck her in the
Can he
eyes!
become unravened?
I won't tell you how long this lasts, but it is temporary. But if you spend all of your actions on your turn focusing on your original form, you can make a will save to try to return to normal.
if I try to peck out her eyes, I might burn my beak off with toxicity.
Are you, hang on. Is Liko not done?
She is now sizzling, blinding foam on her face and taking 3 acid damage.
And then she dies.
No, she's still alive. No, don't put her back at full health.
No.
We hit the second stage.
No.
And
One stage.
Neros, it's your turn.
This lady needs to die. Can I step diagonally?
Yes.
Yes.
Like directly south of her? Yes, please. Thank you.
This is where I imagine you'd hike up a
broke the
dress and
chain.
stand over the table.
Now,
Like a
this is
pirate.
probably overkill.
Yarhar.
But I don't care.
Don't kill her.
She broke your friendship.
I kind of want to kill her.
I mean, you do you, bro.
I'm going to do me.
You do you.
I'm going to do me.
Is that me?
You guys can be upset with Neros all you want.
Uver won't be.
I need a 30-foot cone that does not include my friends.
Ooh, you could probably
Pointed
get all
at
three of
Liko and the bear.
them. Heck yeah.
Oh, that works
Look at
for
that.
me. Thank you. I need a fortitude save.
Oh boy. Liko gets a 22.
Okay.
The bear gets a 33.
Okay.
What's up with this?
And the
bear?
lynx gets a nat 20.
What is up with this lynx?
What the crap?
It's agile. Like the trees.
It's all right. The important one failed.
Like the
The important one failed.
Well, the lynx obviously critically succeeded.
The lynx is doing the Matrix backflip.
When was the last
bullet
time we had a
time.
Matrix?
Even though
Nat
it's
20?
a critical success, the lynx will still take half damage.
Oh, nice. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What sorcery is this?
Seriously, what spell is this?
Shush! Let me talk. I'm casting something I've been waiting to cast for a very long time.
I'm scared.
It's called Utter Destruction.
Oh.
You screech with an unearthly voice made of destructive energy, smashing everything that lies before you. Creatures in the area take 4d8 sonic damage and 4d8 void damage. Each creature must attempt a fortitude save. Unattached objects of hardness 5 or less in the area of effect are destroyed. On a critical success, the creature still takes half damage. On a success, they take full half damage and are deafened for a round. On a failure, we take full damage and deafened for 1 minute. And on a critical failure, which none of them did, was take double damage and permanently deafened. So,
This is
technically-
the best spell in the game.
Technically,
What?
the rugs are objects, so I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm
They
like, I
are,
don't.
but they're not unattended.
They're attending themselves.
See, I wasn't listening. I just heard that she was.
Wait, does the table
String
shatter?
The
Half
table
of
will
it.
have more than hardness 5.
Oh, okay. What about the chairs?
We shall see.
Like, a spell that has an effect regardless of what happens is amazing.
That's unprecedented.
Yeah, it really
That's
is.
why one of the reasons I decided to take this spell. So that is 16 sonic damage, so halved to 8 for the lynx and the bear. And then that is 23 void damage. So that's 11 halved for the lynx and the bear.
So, Neros, you step around the side of the table and just let out this unearthly shriek. The cabin is just rattling. All of the dishes and plates and everything on the table just explode into fragments of ceramic and earthenware. The chair just falls over and just shatters into pieces of wood as cracks splinter through the table, and Liko falls over to the ground. And as the acid continues to sizzle away at her face, all of the yarn animated creatures just collapse into piles of skin and yarn. And we will exit initiative as Liko is very clearly dead.
Sorry, not sorry.
Wow.
10 out of 10 spell.
Neros looks a little unhinged, by the way.
You don't say.
Just saying.
You all look a little
She looks
unhinged.
just a little bit unhinged.
He looks...
Does Zephyr turn back into Zephyr?
Nope.
I don't like that. Does the... Zephyr's talking to us in Raven.
Don't speak, Raven.
Does the spindle still have my life force attached to it?
You don't know.
Can I stomp on the spindle?
Don't stomp on the spindle. It's like the one-time thing that exists.
As Neros goes to stomp the spindle, Alward, would you like to ask her to stop in game?
Man, Alward's almost dead. I don't even know if he's paying attention.
Uver will, because Uver would want to make sure that it's, since children didn't just start appearing. Wait. We still don't have answers about where the children are. Perhaps you can give us answers.
Neros, do you wait, or do you stomp on the spindle?
I kick it across the room, but I don't stomp on it.
Okay.
Uver will pick it up, since I'm guessing you're kicking it towards him.
It shatters into pieces.
And I pick it up. What's it look like, since...
It looks like it's crafted out of like a dark, highly polished wood, and the point of the spindle is like inset with some kind of steel or metal, but the most of it is made out of wood.
Can I discern anything from it?
In what way are you investigating it?
I don't.
I'm sorry, that was really satisfying.
I'm going to investigate it. Yeah, I bet it was.
I'm sorry. I mean, that's twice this combat. My spells have actually
Worked?
done something.
Yeah.
And as a spellcaster, it feels so amazing knowing that you actually hit something and did something. Normally, that doesn't happen.
I'm going to try and discern anything from it. So, like, maybe using Arcana or
Okay.
anything like that.
What's your Arcana bonus?
25.
You can tell that this was recently crafted, but using... I don't know what the best word for it is. Forgotten techniques, crafting abilities that nobody else really knows about. There's more that you theoretically could learn, but like you've got the inklings of it, but there are puzzle pieces that Uver hasn't yet seen. If that makes sense. Like you rolled well, but you're missing the pieces of information for me to be able to describe more to you.
That makes sense. I don't have the spell that I really need prepared,
Val.
which is read Aura, but
Alward's gonna start walking outside, presuming Val's out there. Val!
Uver is actually going to call Alward. Alward.
What? I'm bleeding.
What do you make of this?
A mage hand goes up and grabs it. I'm gonna continue to walk towards Val as it follows me.
Uver will follow him.
Meanwhile, outside, we're going to go ahead and turn back the clock just a tad, because Val will just have a few more seconds of conversation before you come outside.
You're possessing this body? What are you?
Here, in the body.
Are you a demon?
No,
A devil?
No.
What are you?
I'm more than any of that. I am the heir to this world.
What does that mean?
It means one day you will all bow down to me.
Is there anything familiar about this thing, this guy?
What's your nature bonus?
Not bad. 16.
So with a 16 nature bonus and a nat 20 on the die, you recognize a lot of his mannerisms, and the pieces really click into place for you that this feels an awful lot like conversations with the boogeyman from earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What are the implications here?
A lot.
Now, what this entity is, it's hard to tell because this isn't its form. It's in somebody else's body.
What do you have to do with Amy?
Oh, Hamir and I are very close.
What does that mean? Answer me. What does that mean?
Why should I? And he starts reaching up towards the dagger.
I'm gonna like stomp on the dagger, trying to. I'm gonna rip it.
I wouldn't rip it out.
Ripping
Stop
it
it
out
further.
does not.
So
seem
we
like a
know
good
for
idea.
sure it's a corpse.
Yes, it is very much a dead body.
Val is just gonna very swiftly slice down, taking its arms and legs off.
Valid.
And that's the moment when we hear Val, Val from inside.
You don't get to leave.
I like you. Alward, you come outside to see Val standing over the corpse of your father,
Oh my goodness!
having cut off the arms and legs.
Alward's eyes go wide. And then two things are going to happen. One, Val needs to make a fortitude saving throw. Two, Alward's going to throw up.
I didn't actually think that would be his
I
dad.
didn't
What's your
either.
DC? What's your DC?
I don't know, man.
And here I'm thinking we're just going to see 3PO
31.
corpse and
Critical success.
Okay, nothing happens. You're good. But everything around just like, any window or anything just shatters as my psyche gets unleashed again, and then I'm going to immediately throw up.
Valid.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't following closely.
So I'm gonna like lift it up.
Val, why are you desecrating my father's body? Why do you have my father's
It's
body?
not your father.
That's my father.
It's his corpse. It's not him inside.
Long time no see.
How is it talking if it's a corpse?
Something's possessing it. Something like the boogeyman, but different.
Right? I still upset that you desecrated my father's body.
I didn't know it was your father.
Valid. My father's in a cup. My father's in a cup.
Alwood, Val, what's going on?
Could I, knowing it's similar to the boogeyman, does that open up any more like recall knowledge directions?
Well, what you know about boogeymen is
Music lore?
So what you know about boogeymen is that they will stalk their victims, feeding off of their fear and terror, and then eventually kill them and consume their soul.
Oh, okay. And something like that.
Yeah, it has very similar vibes. Like you feel like it's almost like a boogeyman has possessed this corpse and is talking to you. Because you get that same sense of it is trying to make you afraid and relishing whatever fear it gets off of you.
Something is possessing this thing, something that knows Hamir, something that is doing something to us, like the boogeyman, feeding on fear. It's trying to psych us out in some way. But there has to be more to what you're doing than just messing with us.
I'm just hanging around.
Uver, after asking that question and hearing Val's explanation, is going to calmly walk up to it. You are the corpse of my friend's father, yes?
No, I'm the King of England. Whatever that is.
And you are being pinned here by that knife.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You are stuck here, yeah?
Oh, definitely. Yep. Yep, she's got me in a big old bear hug.
Are you worried?
I don't get it. You gotta finish the joke, man.
You say you know us, or at least you know Hamir and of his daughter. Yes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It knows FRT.
Mm-hmm. And this little nerd boy here puking on the stairs.
Do you know me?
Nah. You're just some old dwarf. What are you gonna do?
I am just an old dwarf.
I start walking up toward the door at that point.
Zafir, are you flying after her too, or are you still hanging out by the window?
I'm definitely doing something, but I don't know if I should tell you yet.
You can ride on my
Okay.
shoulder.
No,
pirate.
I'm over there doing something you can't see.
He's feasting.
He's eating the witch's eyeballs.
Okay.
I said nothing.
So, Nearest, you're walking up and
Yes.
as this conversation continues.
Well,
It wouldn't destroy the body.
What? What are you wanting to do?
He's wanting to
dude?
desecrate my father's
It
corpse
wouldn't.
more.
It wouldn't. I don't think it would. If I cast Agonizing Despair,
Let me check.
it's a mental trait.
This would not damage the body. I can confirm that.
Yeah, because I want to see what it would happen. Honestly, this is an experiment as much as anything.
Okay.
So yeah, I cast Agonizing Despair. I need a will save.
Specifically based off what this spell does, I'm not going to roll the will save.
I don't know what what's that mean?
So could you describe
Sure.
for the rest of the team what the spell does?
The target's mind tumbles down a deep well of dread, dwelling so intently on deep-seated fears that it's painful. It takes 4d6 mental damage with a will saving throw.
So you reach out to this creature, trying to reach past the body to the mind that's sort of piloting all of this, and try to open it up to whatever fears it may have, and it just stares coldly in your face and just, what are you looking for? You think you're going to find something in there?
No, but it answers questions. Your father is not here.
I think he knows that. He's in a cup. I know.
I know, but doesn't it hurt?
But that's his corpse.
It really
And it's
stings,
talking.
doesn't it?
And it won't shut up.
I'm really sorry about that, Aller. He's trying to take the knife out of his throat.
We need the knife.
You can take it. You can just take it right
No,
out.
we can
Howard.
take it from the corpse.
Do you want your fathers to be at rest in peace?
I now have the spindle, presumably.
Yeah, because it's been drifting up to
you
you.
have it.
Can I? What? Do I know anything about it?
Do you touch it?
Yeah.
Okay, there's no particular strong
Okay, thank goodness.
emotion.
Nobody cares that much.
It's
about
too
the
new.
spindle.
It's like, hello, I exist.
So you now have the spindle. As you're holding it, though, you kind of just feel like you innately know how to make it work. And whether that's because you've seen how it worked and you've watched the witch manipulating those golden threads of fate or not, or whether it's something beyond all of that, you're like, yeah, I can use this.
What's it do?
All right, so for you, Alward, what this will do is it will function as a dagger. And
fun.
when you stab someone with the dagger, they will also have to make a will saving throw against your spellcasting DC. They make a basic save and or suffer 3d6 mental or spirit damage. When they fail that spell, then you can recover a focus point, but you can only use this ability once per day.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Howard, this thing that is inhabiting your father's body is not here, so to speak. But it is connected, and the only way I can think of to sever the connection is to destroy the body completely.
Or we use the knife that gets rid of curses.
The
My
knife,
father is cursed to be in a cup. Presumably that has something to do with this.
Can I look?
Hopefully.
Can I grab the knife? Just grab it, not remove it.
I'm not
It's
going to let you.
I'm not gonna remove
Val's
it.
going to just pull the body away from you.
No, it's my body.
I'm going to see if I can figure out what it does, Val. Not remove it. How does it work? Do you know?
I know right now that it's keeping him in there, and I have more questions for him.
That's fine, but we still need to know how it works. Let me just look at it.
Okay.
So this will be an Arcana roll, and I know I'm stealing from D&D, but I'm going to go ahead and make a secret check with disadvantage because you can't turn it over or handle it or much or anything because it's currently stuck into a neck.
Misfortune.
A misfortune. One of these was a nat 20.
Oh, come on.
Let's see. So, yes, you confirm this is the Wyrdcutter that you're here looking for. This was crafted by, as you can tell, by someone with a keen understanding of the natural order of things. And what it's meant to do is kind of slip in between the natural state of the way that something is and the curse that's being applied to it and separate the two of them. So kind of like leveraging just the natural harmony and natural gravitation of things to each other, and then just wedging in between where there's that supernatural adherence, and then just prying them apart.
Okay. So would it just be essentially as you use it, it does that automatically?
Yes.
Okay. So could I discern that if I decapitated the corpse, it would do that? Because right now it's being stabbed in, so how is it working?
So what's happening right now with the blade in the neck doesn't really have much of a direct connection to its normal usage. So its normal usage would be like you cut at a creature that's being affected by a curse or something, and you try to split the curse off from them. So with this being stabbed into the body, it's like, this is weird. You don't know what's going on here. You might need more information about what this creature is that's possessing, or how the possession has occurred, to know for sure how using the knife here would react with things.
Okay. You see Uver look at it as best he can without removing it, kind of trying to adjust it so he can get a look, and you see a little bit of understanding and then a deep frown form on his face, completely ignoring whatever the corpse is saying to him, giggling, whatever, he doesn't care. And you can see him being lost in thought, so if you want to ask what he found, you're going to have to ask him, because he is not responding to anything.
Okay. Val's going to, seeing him kind of in thought, pull the body in for her to talk to him. You know, basically everyone here, you know me, you know Hamer. Do you know anything about Cornelius?
Cornelius and I, we go way back. The little chump.
Chump? What can you tell me about him?
Oh, what can't I tell you? Pathetic. Envious. Always thinks he's better than everyone else. Too big for his britches. But he'll get what's coming to him. Can't wait to see the look on his face.
What's coming to him?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got so many ideas.
You said you were heir to this world.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean? What's your plan?
Now listen. Do I look stupid? You guys are pretty pathetic, but I know what people can do when they're desperate.
I mean, it seems like Fafnir's kind of in your position of heir to the world currently.
Oh, yeah. I'm not worried about him.
Not worried about him?
No.
Because you're some weird immaterial thing.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
Being trapped by a dagger.
Oh, am I though? Or am I just hanging out with you guys because I like talking to you?
Well, if you leave, why don't you just leave?
Because we're having such a good time.
So what's this dagger doing then in the body?
It's giving me a crick in my neck is what it's doing. You want to pull it out?
No. I don't actually. I mean, I do, but I don't want to give you the satisfaction of anything, really.
Okay, listen. I promise. Sorry, I couldn't even finish that with a straight face. Okay, you pull it out, and I will not chew on your throat.
Sounds like a good deal.
You're very annoying.
That cuts deep, man. Deeper than this dagger. You know, I pride myself on being the life of the party.
That's my job.
Oh, okay. You Miss Smarty Pants, you want to come pull this dagger out?
No.
In ancient Thessalonian, just cause I'm gonna ask it, do you understand me?
He replies in ancient Thessalonian, better than you know, kid.
How long have you been in my father's corpse?
You know, it's hard to tell.
Is it?
Yeah. You know, when you're just sitting in a chair in a closet, who knows how many years have passed?
How did my father's corpse get here?
Back in common again, he says, "Oh, it was a long, treacherous journey getting here. Over hill and dale, bumping in a wheelbarrow until we came here."
Who took you here?
Oh, my old buddy, faithful servant Cornelius.
Faithful servant?
Val, make like a religion check.
You want me to make a religion check?
He's been spouting some religious-y sounding rhetoric here from like a trickster deity. Why?
That's what I was thinking too,
Yeah.
like some sort of trickster deity.
I mean, can I do a further religious check on him?
About like the specific wording he's using and stuff like that. Yeah. What's your religion bonus?
20.
Oh, okay, 20. You get the sense that the wording and the connotations is less religious and more just like a vassal.
It seems like they're kind of like he's sort of soul eater thing.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Kinda.
You got any souls? I'm a little bit peckish. Haven't eaten in years.
That's good. You'll have to wait a while longer.
So is it just the four of you traipsing around the world saving people?
You saw the other guy earlier.
I know. I'm just teasing you.
Where is Zephyr?
He's a bird.
He got turned into a raven.
Oh,
I turned to Nero. So this does nothing for that, by the way.
I can. If I get 8 hours, I could probably break him out of that curse.
Or you could use this dagger.
At that, Uver actually stirs. It would work on the curse of Zephyr. What I don't understand is what it is doing to it. It doesn't. It shouldn't be doing necessarily what we are seeing it do.
It shouldn't be cutting. It's a dagger.
No. That is not how the dagger works, so to speak. It's not an anchor. It's not a anything to entrap. It is purely to reach into the immaterium between the curse and what it is affecting, to sever it there. What we are seeing now doesn't make sense.
I mean, you said this is like a part of it, right? So,
Ooh, scholar boy here. I'd clap for you if I had hands.
if all that is like moving stuff, right? And this is like a part that he like reached out with. Is it clear? Is it potentially just going in there and kind of like stopping the flow, like a block in a river, and so it's like stuck in here? That's just this part of it. Like if you said it cuts that thing, like those two pieces are linked, and it cuts the link.
Yeah, it cuts the link.
But
Well, it cuts him. Yeah, it cuts the link.
And if like it's a flow of things, and then like the
So it's
dagger might be
interrupting the
interrupting
stream?
like whatever it's doing to like project itself into this corpse. In theory, it could be like blocking that up. So then this part of him is stuck in the corpse, and it's like not good for him.
With what you know about how the dagger works, Uver, that kind of checks out. That the purpose of the dagger is actually meant to take something that's independently attached to someone and remove it like a scalpel. But if something was, like, let's say, like plunged into, and then the dagger separated it from its source, it wouldn't have removed what was placed inside, because it's designed to remove from what's outside. What's latched onto it.
Gotcha. Instead of cutting the rope that's surrounding somebody, it's cutting the tip of an arrow off of somebody.
Yes. So it may have disconnected the arrowhead from whatever had sent it to the body, but rather than just removing,
Yeah, the arrowhead's still in there. That would make sense, but then to be perfectly frank, the only thing I can think of is that would work would be a type of exorcism.
I'm going to ask it in ancient Thessalonian, which I know Uver understands. I'm going to be like, if we remove the dagger, will you leave?
Oh yeah.
A mage hand's going to come up and grab the dagger and remove it. Just immediately.
Can I try and contest that at all?
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, man.
Val, go ahead and make a reflex save with a -4 against Alward's spell attack roll.
Okay. The only
spell
reason I
attack
even
DC.
asked is because I've been specifically keeping people
you're
from
good.
touching it.
Mhm.
Otherwise, she wouldn't have paid that much attention. 36.
Beats it.
Okay, so that telekinetic hand manifests around the hilt of the dagger just before Val just pivots out of the way and pulls the dagger away before the hand removes it.
Val, I want to bury my father.
I know. And
Talking to this thing isn't doing anything. Please
but
just
letting
let
it out
me-
might be worse.
letting it out to do what?
I don't know. That's what we need to figure out.
Is it any...
We've already done something hastily and let an ancient evil out. We shouldn't do it a second time.
Fine, then let's just bury it with the dagger.
That's a potential, yes.
Alwood, I'm not going to pretend I know how you feel. But if a piece of something is missing, then it is inherently weakened. What would we be possibly strengthening?
I don't care. Alward's going to then walk off, pull out his staff, summon an unseen servant, and have it start digging a hole in the side. Very still much in earshot, but like removing himself.
Uver,
Yes.
here. I'm going to push the body at you.
Halt me.
Uver will grab it.
I don't think I can get anything more out from it, and I'm gonna go check on Alward.
I don't think that's a good idea right now, Val.
I
He purposefully removed himself, and I know you want to patch things up and check on him, but leave him alone.
okay.
Jordy.
I'll take the body back.
No.
Give me it back now.
So while Val and Neros are talking,
Does Uver know of anywhere, anything that would be able to destroy an entity possessing somebody's body?
yes, Neros.
What?
So
What?
if you
What did you say? Wait, what did you ask? Hang on.
if you
No, shush. What did he ask? What did you ask?
Hey, be paying attention. We're going to continue.
Yeah.
No.
Does he know of anything that could
Yeah.
destroy an
Entity
entity?
possessing somebody's
Yeah.
body.
What?
so if you use spirit damage on something
Oh.
that's possessing, it bypasses the body and hits whoever's possessing.
Oh my gosh. I thought there was like a lore
I
drop
can do spirit
happening.
damage.
Oh, Val can do it too.
Holy crap.
I was just referencing the fact that Neros just did a kablam of spirit damage like 5 minutes ago.
I thought you were I thought you were implying something that I did not know about Neros, but that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Uver is going to look at them and go, I don't know what you are. I really don't. And to be perfectly frank right now, I don't care. All I care about is that your presence here harms my friends and brings them pain. And that is something that I cannot accept. Neros,
Yeah, what?
that attack that you did on the witch,
Which one?
the first one,
Mm-hmm.
do it on the body.
I don't know that Alwood
It
wants...
will not destroy the body. It will not harm it.
You sure about that?
Yes. Val, you as well.
All right.
I think I have something that does that.
I will cast the spell again, I guess. I need a basic fortitude save.
Would you believe I got a nat 20?
I hate you. Really?
What is my father's corpse made of? It's so fortuitous.
His corpse is made out of
Okay,
corpse.
well,
I got the fortitudes.
Val, you got anything?
I think I do. I'm trying to find where I have something with spirit
I
damage.
have another spell slot. I mean, I could try again.
I genuinely think it's worth it. And I don't think we're having another.
You don't know that.
I don't.
I will try to cast it again. Did you get another nat 20?
What the?
You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
When the dice puts you in the doghouse.
That's amazing. I'm using all of my luck to get nat 20s.
Are you serious right now?
Oh, that's so good.
That's incredible.
I might cry. That makes me really angry that you rolled 2 nat 20s in a row when we're trying to dispel an evil thing from our friend's father.
Corpse.
We can't leave the. I guess we can leave the knife, but
You'd rather not. No, I understand. Because we came all this way for it.
And I don't want to just
But-
release the thing because I genuinely, and I think it's fair to say Uver genuinely thinks that it's being weakened somehow by it being here and disconnected.
That is the only thing I have that does spirit damage.
Uver, rolling off of the results of your checks from before, something's bugging you. When you guys got here, it was a lifeless corpse, just bleh. And then when Val first removed the dagger, it revitalized and was suddenly active and talking. And then when they put the dagger back in, it became more mild and muted. But it didn't go back to being inert.
I don't know what to do with that information, but that's a very good point.
I noticed that, but I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, wait. Divine Lance does spirit damage. Okay. It's my cantrip.
It's a cantrip?
That's a good cantrip for spirit. Wait, is that the saber sock?
No, it's an attack roll.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we could just continuously do that? Bro.
Can I just start?
Start wailing
Blasting
on
away.
him. Then I just started blasting.
Yeah, so I'd say literally there is no way for you to miss at this point. Because even if this, he's a torso that Uver is holding, you could just walk up and put your hand on the chest and just blam.
So before I do that, I was going to be like, I can destroy it. I have Phrasma's blessing on this. But are you sure destroying this thing will actually be destroyed? And it's not going to do the same thing as if we took out the knife?
That's a good question.
It is. I don't
His
like it that it is.
face says that we asked a good question.
If that's what you think, I'll do it. But I'm just really scared of doing it again, like with Fafnir.
Alward, you've removed yourself from the situation for a bit.
Uh-huh.
And you kind of turn back and you look.
My phantasmal minion is digging a hole.
And you realize this thing is just sitting here relishing the agony everybody's going through of trying to figure out what to do. And then you notice the dagger is kind of halfway out, and he makes eye contact with you, and then it goes back in.
So I could.
It doesn't matter.
Alward's just gonna sigh again, cast Mage Hand in front of Uver's face. Be like, Uver, just take it out. He's playing with us, and then try to pull the dagger out.
What do you mean he's playing with us?
So instead of the Mage Hand will just be gripping the dagger. He's getting so much joy from this. He's eating it.
Then let me try and hurt him some, and I'll just hold the dagger in, and then I'll start firing if I can.
So you lay your hand on the chest and you blast it with spirit damage, and for the first time in this whole conversation, you see something from the corpse that's less than just wicked delight, as he's just like, "No, stop it, stop now!"
You could give us some answers.
What do you want?
Uver chuckles.
Or
Uver genuinely chuckles.
Or I could just do that and I fire again.
Stop it! Do you have any idea what that feels like?
Yeah, we get hurt all the time.
We've been hit with
Do it again. Do it again.
We've been hit with many spells. Yes, we know what it feels like.
My chest is still bleeding from the scratches.
I know it's a crazy monster thing, but I'm still not into torturing. So
I toss a healing potion to you.
oh my gosh, Howard, I'm so sorry.
You deal with corpse.
Okay.
I've got so many healing potions.
Well, in that case, if you could finish up. You're almost done with the whole, yes? That Uver has made a point of deliberately ignoring the corpse. You do that, then they will put it in the hole, yes?
All right. I'll just fire. Keep firing then.
Stop! Stop! What do you want?
Uver holds the mouth closed.
I think
I think
you've lost your chance to answer questions. I don't think there's anything you can really give us. But we want that body back.
Uver, as you're holding your hand over the corpse's mouth, you kind of just like feel something wet, and you look up, and there's a little tendril of green mist trying to snake out through your fingers.
Can I
Ew.
stop it?
Is it actually just mist, or is it actually like a physical thing?
It's like green mist.
Okay.
I recognize it though. I'm sure.
You would. It looks an awful lot like the green mist that Hamir had in his chalice.
Gross.
Val, the green here. Hit that.
The green?
The mist. Can you see it?
As it's like snaking out from the mouth, it's bending and curving down towards the chalice that's sitting in the snow.
Oh, there's another one. So I'll always blast him like, in the tendril if I can, or at him, and then I'll pick up the chalice and put it with the other one. Well, I'm just firing away.
Gotta catch them all.
I don't know what you have to do with these chalices, but
I have
You
no
don't get
good
any of
memories
them.
of this mist.
what's with the mist?
I'll tell you later.
Val, as you continue blasting, you blast this spirit light at the green mist and it dissipates, and then it starts snaking out again. You blast it again, but before it can come out again, you just lay your hand on the chest and just keep blasting, and the camera just like cuts to a really long angle looking down at the scene from above. And then when we cut back into close, you blast again, and the body just stops moving and goes limp. And that's where we'll end this episode. All right, and the hero point for this episode goes to Jenkins for really just playing his character well.
I
A
tried.
lot of good
Golf
Albert
clap,
moments.
golf snaps all around.
Don't we love despair here? It's great.
Thanks. No, I'm very graciously accepting this hero point. I thank you all.
I don't know how
appreciate-
gracious you are about it. honestly.
I mean, I could be.
Could you sound more? Could you be a little more animated?
Give me a little
gracious?
bit more.
No,
Jenkins,
I'm drained.
do what you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need more humble. No.
I shouldn't have had this point. It really should have gone to
No,
to
too
Sam.
far.
I'm
Too
full
far- too
up.
far?
I couldn't take it
Okay.
if I wanted it.
No. Thank you for the hero point. It's great. I can't wait for next episode. I'm gonna be honest. And I'm gonna go home and cry in my pillow for my father's dead corpse.
Oh, buddy.
And we will see you all in the next episode.
Yeah, ended on a sad note.
So you in the Discord, call your
You're a
parents,
son.
tell them you love them.
I like that.
And if you don't have parents,
Oh, petite.
petite. Hey, no,
We
call
turned it and then
call
you
your
were
caregiver.
right back
You were
down,
on a
bro.
really good track.
Oh,
Call
buddy.
your caregiver, tell him you
Cut the
appreciate
episode.
it.
This episode is cursed.
My bad.
This has been an Atomic Broadcasting production. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to give us some support by liking, commenting, and following. These things really do make a difference in getting the word out and helping our community grow. Also, make sure to check us out on Threads and check out the Discord server, where you can chat with other fans and discuss all the recent developments and happenings. Links to all these good things in the description below. The Written in the Lost is an original story that uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's fan content policy. Atomic Broadcasting and The Written in the Lost are not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, have an atomic time.
Where's the bear in this initiative order?
Good question.
Let's talk about the
don't-
bear in
don't-
the room.
You do not ask about the homework. You do not ask about the bear.